Welcome to your Marlborough News Update. I'm Matt Bisaccio. As we enter July, we are reminded that Labor Day is just 2 months away. This is one of the biggest days on our calendar for Marlborough, and on a recent episode of Corner Office, Mayor Dumas emphasized that preparations for this year's parade are well underway.
Labor Day festivities. I know that was a big part of your campaign.
It is, yes.
It was a big part of your childhood.
It is, yeah. So Labor Day is happening. You know, we're trying to work out a festival, so we're working that out. So Labor Day is happening. There's rumors that Labor Day parade's not going to happen, but rest assured, it's going to happen. And, you know, we're doing everything we can to bring it back on Main Street. So, so the better races will be back, and Labor Day will be a thing, and hopefully we can turn that into a festival the day before. So be on the lookout. The website should be live soon, so make sure you look out for the press release and the email blast on social media about that.
And I'm sure they'll be looking for volunteers as well.
Volunteers, sponsorships as well. You know, we're always looking for that. The parade is extremely expensive to run. I don't think people realize that, because like the Marlboroughs come out and there's things that do cost, you know, to provide that sort of entertainment. So we're always looking for sponsorship and people to walk in the parade and, you know, have a contingent, and just, it's my favorite holiday. It's my mom's favorite holiday.
Well, and it's actually, it's a national election this year.
It is.
And it tends to draw a lot of the politicians who are running this year
politicians,
too. Those
politicians.
politicians.
They're the worst.
And I know they know how important our parade is,
It is.
and the exposure that they get.
It's like, I believe it's the longest, oldest Labor Day parade in the Commonwealth. You know, so again, like, it's my whole childhood, you know, like we put out tents and chairs and I think a couch the night before, and we have a huge section. We always go to our spot, big cookout afterwards. Like, that's to me what Labor Day is, you know, and to have the thought that people think that we're not doing it. Like, I'm like,
why would you abandon that?
It hurts.
Yeah,
It's my,
no,
why would I ever, you know?
In other news, Wemmy's, the sister restaurant to Welly's on Main Street, is conducting a series of hiring events as it prepares to open in the former Fish restaurant space at the corner of Weed and South Bolton Street. The hiring events, held at 29 South Bolton Street, look to fill all positions for their new establishment. While an exact opening date for Wemmy's hasn't been announced, the owners have been building anticipation through social media posts. Welly's restaurant on Main Street opened in 2009, and they opened a second location on Main Street in Hudson in 2020. Stay tuned for more updates on Wemmy's grand opening. Drivers around the Bay State are paying less at the pump as we head into one of the busiest travel weeks of the year. As of Monday, the average cost for a gallon of regular fuel is now $3.40, down from last week's $3.44, according to the U.S. Energy Information Administration. Over the past month, prices have fallen about 11 cents. The EIA reports that in the last year, gas prices in the state have fluctuated, hitting a low of $3.07 on January 29th and a high of $3.76 on August 7th. Here in Marlborough, the average price of regular fuel is $3.43. If you're not hitting the roads this 4th, here are some holiday activities you can enjoy locally. In Lexington, fireworks will light up the sky on July 5th at 9:30 p.m. at the Lexington High School baseball field on Worthen Road. Milford will also hold its fireworks on July 5th at 9:30 p.m. at Clark Island. Rutland's show will take place on July 3rd at 9:20 p.m. behind the DPW garage. Uxbridge will have its display scheduled for July 6th at 9 p.m. on Capron Street. Waltham will kick off celebrations early on June 30th with fireworks at 9 p.m. from a barge in the Charles River at 211 Moody Street. In Worcester, fireworks will follow the Woo Sox games at Polar Park on both July 4th and July 5th. Additionally, Sudbury will hold its annual 4th of July parade starting at 1 p.m., rain or shine. The parade begins at the corner of Union Ave and Route 20 and ends at Sudbury Town Hall around 2:30 p.m. Make sure to check out these events and celebrate the 4th of July with a bang. Last week marked the end of the high school spring sports season. The team that stood out among the rest was the AMSA softball team. After a 15-3 regular season, the Eagles dominated their way to a state semifinal where they took on top-seeded Case High. 3 wins by a combined score of 26-1 landed the 4th-seeded Eagles in the state semifinal against the top-seeded Cardinals of Joseph Case High. And this one was a defensive showcase. Top 1, with Rogers in as a courtesy runner, she gets too far off the bag as Fontes throws her out to end the half inning. Now it's bottom 1. Hard line drive, but Maddie Glynn lunges to her left to make the play. On the other side, Cardinal pitcher Lila Alvarez was dominant early and often. She sat down 2 on strikes in the first, then proceeded to sit down the side and order via the K in the second. Bottom second. Preston leads off and flies one to shallow center, but Kathleen Galvin comes racing in to make the play. But Galvin wasn't done. Bottom 3. Line shot to center for a base hit, but Galvin fields, fires, and nails the runner at second. But the Webb gems just kept coming. Top 4. McLeod looks like she's about to get on, but Picard goes full extension to rob McLeod. Heck of a play. But not to be outdone in the bottom half of the inning. Pitch is crushed, but Michaela Ladotti makes the diving play to take away what would have surely been extra bases. In the bottom of the 5th, we'd have some controversy. With a runner at first, Vitello lays down the bunt. Hamill tries to make the play, but the throw gets away. Runners would wind up at second and third. However, Coach Ike believed there was interference on the bunt. A long conference ends with the original call standing on the field, so Case had runners in scoring position with no outs. That brings up Alvarez, and she helps out her own cause. The opposite field base knock brings in Picard to make it 1-0. Then later, McLeod gets the strikeout, but the runner from third takes off as Hamill gets the runner at first. 2-0 Cardinals after 5. The Eagles could only muster 2 hits on the day, and here in the 7th, Alvarez gets her 11th strikeout to end it. Top-seeded Cardinals defeat AMPS at 2-0 and advance to the state championship game. A tough way to end what was an incredible season. Congrats to the Eagles and all of the rest of our local student athletes on another outstanding year. Enjoy the summer break, and we'll see you again in September. Now, to help the city get into the summer spirit, the mayor held a senior barbecue on Wednesday at Ward Park. Close to 200 Marlborough seniors turned out for this free event for some food, music, games, and dancing. Jack Brezink caught up with Mayor Dumas at the event to find out more.
Hello, Mr. Mayor. Would you mind telling us a little bit about this event going on here today?
Yeah, absolutely. So we are down here at the beautiful Ward Park for our senior barbecue. It happens annually. It used to be at the beach, but we moved it downtown so we can have access to the senior center, and it's a beautiful day in the park, so why not?
Very nice, very nice. So what are your favorite summer activities to do?
Other than this event. So the boardwalk's open up, so I plan on utilizing that and just try to get to the beach or the pool as much as possible in between the busy day of being the mayor.
That's very nice. Well, while we're at this barbecue, let me ask you, what is your favorite barbecue food or something to eat out at a cookout?
Oh, hot dogs and hamburgers all the way, yeah. I always have to have mustard, though. Yeah, it's the rule on my hot dogs, so yeah. Obviously, pasta salad. My mom gets great macaroni salad, so I always dive in for that when she makes it. But, it's traditional American barbecue.
Very nice. Thank you so much for talking with us for a little bit, Mr. Mayor. Have a great barbecue.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the time.
Looks like it was a perfect day for a barbecue. That's going to do it for this week. Hope you all have a great 4th of July weekend. I'm Matt Bisaccio, and we'll see you next time on the Marlborough News Update.